What is up, y'all? We are back. It is Tuesday, October 14th. Sitting here outside Lowe's, just picked up some materials. Going to head back to the office before dropping this off at the project. But I wanted to jump on here and talk about having a what-if mindset. Now, a what-if mindset is the mindset that I lived in almost my entire life. Just riddled with doubt, riddled with fear, riddled with the worst case scenario. That was my entire, childhood, adolescent, and early adulthood was dealing with that, dealing with OCD and anxiety. And today in my life, I looked in the mirror one day and I said, when is enough going to be enough? Sitting at home, ruminating, thinking, worrying, whether it's about work or health or your kids or your finances. I choose in my life not to live like that at all anymore. And I'll tell you why. Having a what-if mindset is going to keep you in fear. It keeps you distanced from our Creator, the one who's ultimately in control, and keeps you living in fear. Keeps you thinking about every decision instead of looking at the outcome that could go well. You're constantly focused on the outcomes that could go bad and what to do if those things happen. Now, I think it's important in our lives to make educated decisions, to be calculated about the things that we do, to not just do whatever, spend whatever, go wherever. I think it's important to, have principles, have values, have goals, and stick to that, be disciplined. But when you've thought about a decision, let's say this is a big decision. We have a big decision to make at our home right now, and we're in the process of making it. And we've decided to move forward with this decision. And instead of looking at all the things that could go wrong and all of the what-if scenarios that could negatively affect this decision long term, I'm choosing to look at all the things that are going right. So I'm stopping and looking at where we are financially, where the business is at, how we are predicting the business will do from last year to this year to next year. What is the trend that we're going in? Okay, we're going in a good direction. Let's focus on the good. Me personally, where do I see myself over the next 20 years? Do I see myself accomplishing things, getting better, growing, building, not only financially, but the business and personally? Yes, that's truly what I believe is going to happen. I'm going to continue to level up and level up and level up. So because I believe that, and because I have faith about that, that's what I'm going to base my decision making off of. I'm not going to base my decision making off of the worst case scenario. Well, what if these things happen? I think that's smart if you're at a casino and you're going to put all of the money that you earned on one hand. Yeah, that's probably not a good decision. What if tomorrow you need to eat food? That's realistic, but I'm not going to base decisions on, what if I get in a car accident and I'm unable to work? Well, regardless of the situation, regardless of the decisions that I make, that's going to create an issue. But we'll deal with those issues in the moment. And I don't live thinking about the what if, the worst case scenario. And I also have another principle, and I know I'm kind of rambling, but I'm trying to get my thoughts out and get my heart out there because I know so many people struggle with this. And there's so many people that think that this is just a normal way of thinking, being engaged, honestly, in a low level of fear all of the time. I lived that life for almost 35 years. I lived that life probably for 32, 33 years. It's really only been in the last couple of years I've really leaned in to changing that type of mindset, and not only leaned into it, but rid myself of all of those little nagging things that stay in the back of your mind, recognizing them, moving them to the side. So another mindset that I really have adopted in my life is dealing with situations in that moment. I've said it before in videos, but I heard something really great. I can't remember if it was from Jordan Peterson or one of a guys similar to him. But they said, hey, listen, think of it like this. If you're thinking about a scenario that could happen and you're living it every day, you're worrying about it, you're stressing over it, and then it happens, now you've lived it 2 times, right? You've lived it all the way leading up to it, and you lived it in the moment when it happened. So you've lived it 2 times. Now, if you choose to not stress, not worry about these negative situations, and it does happen, now you only have to live it 1 time in the moment, right? Now let's give ourselves one more scenario. We worry about it, we worry about it, we worry about it, and it doesn't happen. Now we lived it 1 time for no reason. So I'm really adopting and trying to stick by the fact of, okay, I'm aware of these things that could happen. I'm aware of negative situations and negative outcomes. Of course we are. A smart person's going to weigh out both. But I choose to walk in faith. I choose to walk as if the good outcome's going to happen. Then if the bad one happens, I'll deal with it in that moment. That's when I'll think about it. That's when I'll worry. And it's really not worrying at that point. It's problem solving because you're in it. You don't have time to worry. We have to create solutions. And that's where I try to live my life today. And, you know, I say all that because it's just on my heart. I know so many people struggle with this, and they don't even see it as an issue. They think this is just the way that I am, and maybe so, but can I offer you a more peaceful way of going about it? And I'll always say this, I'll scream this from the mountaintops. The biggest tool that has helped me to get into this healthier space within my mind is my relationship with Christ. Going through TSW and being broken down to a very, very low spot and having nothing that I could do about it helped me to reach my hand out and grab his, because it was always there ready for me. I just had to reach out and grab it. And since that situation, I've consistently built a stronger relationship with the Lord, leaning on him, trusting him, understanding that he can turn all things to good, and everything that I go through is some sort of lesson that I need to go through to prepare me for the things to come. So that's the way that I live my life today. I hope this helps somebody. Like always, like this video so other people can find it. Leave me a comment of some ways that you stay grounded and in your faith when difficult things are all around you. And, you know, we've been growing. We're at 1,900 subscribers, like 1.9K. Let's get to 2,000 this year. We don't have much longer, but let's get to 2,000. That would be incredible, because I think we just got to 1,000, let's say this time last year. So within a year, we get to 2,000. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's help more people. You are not alone. So many people are dealing with the same things that you are. Keep your head up. Keep your head held high. Keep moving forward. Solution-based. We're not going to worry about the problem. We'll deal with it in the moment. I love you all. Have a great day.